Sound speed.
Camera speed. Go ahead and mark it.
Heartbreak Diaries, crew, take one.
Well, the film is about Charlie, of course, navigating heartbreak and also just finding some resolve in that heartbreak, but also finding support in her friends and figuring out how she can gain love again through that.
Okay. We can say that.
We're gonna redo that.
Look there.
We're gonna redo that.
You're gonna-
We're gonna redo that.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
What was the question again?
What
is
the
it
film
about?
Well, the film is really about Charlie just kind of finding her footing after a heartbreak and finding that resolve, whether that's through her friends or whether that's a new friend, whatever that is, but also doing some self-discovery and self-reflecting and just kind of understanding that you have worth and you should move with such, as such, with such, as such. But it really is just a passion project for a lot of people who can just hopefully just relate in a way. Heartbreak is universal, so yeah.
I think when I was directing, I was kind of taking notes from Siara and some of her personal experiences, some of my own personal experiences on navigating confusion and just heartbreak in general and how that looks on camera. We kind of try to put it more in like a parenthetical like form, like shorten it, but really exasperate the emotion. So in the film, you'll see a lot of just like moments where we're showcasing the actual visual form of Charlie's emotions, and the other characters outside of Charlie are just kind of contributing to shaping that for the film.
And then both of y'all are going to answer, what is your favorite scene or moment from the film?
That's a tough one.
That's
Because I got two.
yeah. I have. You want to go ahead?
Yeah, so the first one is obviously the game night because I think the actors just had a lot of fun. And like they said earlier, it was a family oriented like film set. For this to be my first film directing, as well as Sierra's first film and passion project, I think the actors just had a lot of fun, like, pretending and, acting. And then the second one is definitely the scene with what was Faison's character's name? Ezra, sorry. The last scene or a couple scenes with Ezra and Charlie. Oh my gosh, that was a very visceral scene because it was my first time directing a scene with like supreme emotion and subtext, and I feel like they both brought it. We shot that scene I think at like 2:00 in the morning, and Ezra brought his game, Faison, and Siara brought her game, and we were just kind of in that kitchen really creating it, and it was a hard like create because we were like struggling to stay awake, but it was a good scene.
For me, let's see. I really enjoyed me and Marquis' character, which is Troy. I have a few favorite scenes, but that one was like a marathon. We did it so many times, and we rehearsed it a few times prior to, and it was also very late. I think that one was like at 12 a.m.
Yeah,
it was close to. It was very late. So
past our bedtime,
because we did so many different angles and different takes, that was a marathon. But Marquis was so giving and patient and just wonderful just to bounce off of. And even with writing that scene, it was a scene that I actually stood up and walked around my house and wrote it out and acted it out. And before I would go to bed, I would just talk it out and record myself and just trying to figure out what is the subtext here. And it was great to see it come to life, and doing the actual scene with Marquis and also Simone directing it helped shape the scene in a way that I didn't necessarily go as far as envisioning, but when she directed it and when I had Marquis to play off of it, it just blossomed into this like juicy scene.
Yeah, I would add Marquis' scene was pretty like just beautiful to watch. I think he was a generous attribute to that scene, and just his blocking, his like focus on his emotions as like his character's emotions was really, really great.
I also, because it was the scene with Faison's character Ezra, that was a scene that Jade, who plays Maya, she helped us kind of. There's a part in there, I don't want to give it away, but there's a part in there that she helped us with the intimacy of touch and how that looks and how that works and how to slow it. Like, she kind of gave us the idea, and it's not written in the script, but so when you see it on the film, it just looks so beautiful. It propels into that next portion of that scene. And of course, Faison's character, Ezra's character, or Ezra, Faison's character, Ezra. When we did that scene, I don't want to give away the entire scene, but when we did the scene, it was late, but it was so joy-filled. And I enjoyed doing that scene. The actions, the flirting, the silent moments, the text underneath the text. I really enjoyed writing that scene and also seeing it come to life. And of course, the game night scene.
Yeah.
The game night scene was fun. I mean,
yeah.
You got everybody, the whole cast minus Marquis, unfortunately, sorry. But you got, you have the bulk of the cast there and just being ourselves and just being as actors. And writing it is different than actually acting it out, because you discover things as the actor that writing it out you would not necessarily discover. And so seeing that throughout the entire film, all the scenes are really my favorite scenes. But I think it was beautiful how everything came together, because my vision was one way, but when everybody brought it to life, it lived off the paper. So I like that.
I hope the viewers that watch the film at the screening and throughout time, I hope that they take away just like the purpose of having a friend to help you navigate things, and then also just knowing that you're not alone with like the confusion or complications that revolve around a breakup, and just remember to just be free. Like, there's so many things that can run through your mind when it comes to a breakup. And I think Faison's character really does harp on just Charlie becoming like just a free person from whatever strongholds or hardships that she may face. And I hope that people really just see it as a token of freedom and just a token of love for yourself. Yeah.
I just hope people see themselves in all the characters and enjoy actually watching it, because I enjoyed writing it. So I hope it translates that, even with the music added. Faison and I have a song on there, and also the other songs that we pulled together. I just hope, as the writer, because as the writer, we hear and see everything in here, but as the actors, they breathe life into it. So I hope everyone can see themselves in the characters that were written. Yeah.
Stream Heartbreak Diaries!